Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss an important current affairs that is about climate vulnerability index. Climate vulnerability index. It's about mapping India's climate vulnerability. It has been released by the Council of Energy, Environment and Water. It is for not-for-profit organization, and the index has analyzed 640 districts in India and found 463 are in one vulnerable situation. That means they are prone to have extreme climates, that is flood, droughts, and cyclone. Now, if we see, almost all the states nearby coastal are affected by floods. Droughts in those areas where water availability is less and where there are no water facilities like rivers, there we can get lot of drought. So due to climate change also, the the resources are decreasing. The water resources are decreasing especially, and so because of this there are many districts which will face drought and severe climate conditions. Now, what are the affected states? There are 27 Indian states and union territories which are vulnerable to extreme climate events. The state of Assam, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Bihar are the most vulnerable. They most of the time, if we see, we are hearing the news about floods and cyclones in India. It's because of the climate change. So, most of the 80% of the Indians live in district in climate risk area. It's not about only floods and cyclones. We are also having climate risks such as water scarcity and high temperature. If it is very high temperature in few places, so those are also affected states. Now, more than 40%, 45% of the districts are living under unsustainable landscape and infrastructure changes. That means always if we see in Himachal Pradesh and in northeastern states where there are Himalayas, we hear the land has slipped. So in those kind of, and even in Kerala, if we see the land always is uh, s- land is always sliding, and we get a lot of earthquakes in areas such as Himachal Pradesh and in northeastern states. So most some of the districts are very much vulnerable. Approximately 45% of the districts are living in unsustainable landscape. That is what I mentioned. So we don't have much adaptability in India uh, where people can live in spite of this hard climate. 60% of the Indian districts are unable to live or adapt themselves for those extreme weathers. Now, what are the reasons for those? The reasons are very simple, as I said, climate change, and this climate change is favored by global warming, which are caused by anthropogenic activities, that is, by human activities, the carbon emission, the fuel emission and the emissions from the industries have made the situations where the temperature has risen, the earth's climate has changed, due to which we are facing this extreme weather. We'll be facing some more extreme climates such as forest burning of forest, which we have seen in Australia. It was very worst. Almost all the animals in a forest of Australia have died except for few. And overconstruction and degradation of natural ecosystem, loss of mangroves and loss of wetlands also, will occur if the climate change occurs in a few more decades, due to which the financial crisis will occur. People will have to keep more money from their pockets to sustain this climate change. If we see in India, in every summer, if it is extreme weather, people go and buy AC or coolers. So we have to face all these things. They have to buy more cool water. They buy new fridge every time. So this we have to keep more money if there is climate change. Now, what we can do for this? We should have a disaster management plan. We should have proper policies. We should discuss with the industrial leaders and citizens where we can make a proper solution for it, where people can implement it easily, just like how in Japan people have implemented from their industry level, where the industry leaders have started utilizing switching off the lights and using only the summer summer cotton cloths, where one people has given the thought and it has spread to the whole country. Like that, even we should also follow Japan and few countries where they have adapted few policies and implemented it. And there should be also mobilization of green finance, which they are discussing in COP26. India must demand climate finance for adaptation, and developed countries should trust and deliver help to the developing countries. And if the whole world is united and fight against the climate change, where they can bring up resolutions to reduce the emissions so that the climate vulnerability will reduce. So to make it better place, we have to do all those things. We should even set up few climate risk commissions where we can discuss all these things. We can educate the people about it. If we educate the people, we can have a better place where we can implement it easily. That's all for today, friends. If you like it, please share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.